So, for those who know, I'm really spiritual, and I have been for a long time. For those who also know, the last 3 years I've been going crazy, been partying, been super lustful, just completely lost the plot. You know what I'm saying? Just became like exactly what they wanted me to become. And because I felt like what was the point of trying to change anything if this is just how it's going to be, you know? Like what was the point? Um, but that's exactly what they wanted. I was feeling the resistance, and really just gave in. Recently, I got back on my journey, got back on my spiritual journey. Been meditating, been partaking in the retention. You know what I'm saying? Um, and honestly, doing a little bit of psychedelics here and there. Cause really wanted that nudge. I've been really doing like a lot of research on the esoteric side of things with astral projecting, um, just out of body experiences, and also the meditation side as well. So observing yourself, being mindful. But that goes in with almost a lot of things. So not to get too far off, the main thing that I really want to talk about today is I cracked the code. I figured it out the other day. I was on a lot of psychedelics, so I feel like anybody that does psychedelics is always cracking some sort of code or figuring something out. These are things that I've been naturally saying or trying to figure out. Like it's whenever people are saying, "Oh, don't chase things. Let things come to you." And it's like that doesn't make sense. I mean, you can say that about anything. If you're having girl troubles, they'll just say, "Well, don't even chase her because she'll end up chasing you if you focus on yourself." That's manifestation. You don't have to sit there and write a whole story about the girl or write a whole story about the life that you want to live. I mean, of course that helps, but it's more simple if you just focus on yourself. And that's what this is all about, is focusing on yourself and becoming a light. And what I mean by that is if you chase material and you want it so bad and you live every single day just worried about material, that's what you're just going to become. You're just going to become material in this realm, in this reality. And that's what they want. They want you to like go to work and stress and get together with your coworkers and talk about how stressed you are and this and that, and thinking about the past and the future at the same time, and just really just killing your vibe. It's killing you. It's draining your energy. But if you can just be here in the moment, the the universe and these unseen forces that want you to stay here and die here and be okay with giving your energy, they want you to do that. So what you got to do is focus on yourself. Don't want the material. Don't want those Nikes. Don't want don't want that bad bitch. Don't want her. Like don't want, you know, to throw a party and the whole city to come to your party. That will happen as long as you're focusing on yourself, because in this reality that we created, uh and we, me, you, your neighbors, the ones controlling everything, this is the reality that they created. So in order to trick this reality, don't chase the material, don't chase anything, because this reality is going to find a way to get you back. Does that make sense? So like if you keep saying, "Nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good," and like be the outlier, be the light in all of this darkness, they're going to figure out how to fill that light up so you can also become darkness. So like I'll put a picture over here of what I mean. It's going to be my picture, my illustration. Y'all better like that shit. Anyways, um so if you just become a light, then all of the darkness, let me see, all of the darkness is going to be filling of that light so much, just so you can become one with this reality. Like, and that is how you bend this reality. Just focus on yourself, Love yourself, take care of yourself, make sure everything is a reflection of you around you, so it reminds you of the light that you are, you know. And like, once you stop chasing, it's like this one movie I haven't, or one show, it's called Pluribus or something like that. Check out the trailer if you haven't. But it's a great an example of what I'm talking about right now, and the universe will literally do anything it can to get you to enjoy your and to not even enjoy your stay, but to suffer your stay, because everybody around you is suffering. A lot of people are suffering. If you talk to somebody and they're talking about how angry they are, or how this or that, or something, or how somebody made them so anxious or something, like they're suffering, and you have to stay away from that. Like, you can listen and be there for them, those people. Like, we all got those people, your parents, your friends, like anybody. But like, and you can be there for them, but do not let that energy get to you. Like, every single day, it's going to be so hard. Like, you're going to have all these tests, all the tests, like, going to work is the hardest shit ever, right? Trust me, I know. But you have to learn how to maneuver around the bullshit. You got to learn how to maneuver around the negativity, because as soon as you start like really listening and feeling drained, they're poking holes in your aura. They're taking your energy away from you without you even knowing it. And you have to store that energy up. You have to store that energy up and put it out. You know what I'm saying? So listen, listen to your homies, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, and try to help them, but don't try to help them too much. And as soon as you start it, and as soon as you start seeing, and if you're like sensitive to other people's energy, if you're an empath or something like that, you probably just got to stay away. You probably just got to get new friends, because it's going to be like that, and it's going to make your journey even harder. We're not going to take anybody with us after this. Like, but this journey, this middle part, because like you have your life, and then you have death. This is the middle part that we have to enjoy, because this is the middle part where we can do anything that we can possibly think of. You can bend reality. You can be a god in this life, but they don't want you to do that. They want you to worry about bills. You know what I'm saying? They want you to worry about the politics. They want you to worry about this and anything to make you suffer, anything to torment you. War, everything, racism, everything. It doesn't matter. Your soul and your spirit doesn't it doesn't matter. So there's things that I wrote down, and it's like, that as soon as you focus on yourself, the universe will come to you. Be the light that falls in, that blackness falls into. Like, that's all you have to do. I know it's easier said than done. It's going to be a struggle every single day, but make sure you can have reminders around your house. Like, it's like if your house is clean and and you love your house, you can walk around your house, or your room, or say you're in a dorm, or your apartment, or anywhere, or it just make sure your space is a reflection of you, and that's already like it, and it helps, because whenever you see that, it's like, that's you. You're clean, you're loved, you're protected. Your animals. I have dogs. These motherfuckers are crusty. I'm not gonna lie. It's really, really hard to claim them as a reflection of me. I'm not gonna lie. My cats, that is a reflection of me. So if it's 4 in the morning and my cat is meowing at me, trying to get some food, or wanting to go outside, I'm going to let that cat outside. Because if it was you, you wouldn't want anybody to get in the way of your peace. To the government, if your peace is technically, not even technically, but for a lot of people, their peace is in the hands of the government. So if you could ask the government and be like, hey, like, can I like not go to work so I can work on myself, and just have water and just have food and survive, like, I would be so much more happy if I can just like stay at my house and be in zen, and just zenned out like all the rest of your life. Like, that would be great, right? Well, so I'm gonna do that for my cat. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let my cat just be zinned out the rest of its life because that's what it deserves. Anyways, make sure y'all are meditating. Get stronger with your higher self. Make sure y'all are observing yourself, your thoughts, your feelings whenever you're talking to somebody. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure whenever you're talking to somebody and you're feeling some type of way, you know, you feeling like, man, shut the fuck up. Or man, like or something. Or you're talking to your girl and your girl is irritating you and you don't even know why. Take a step back. Don't tell yourself, no, I don't feel those feelings. While you're feeling those feelings, take a step back and look at those feelings and say, why? Why am I so irritated walking around with my girl at Target right now? Ask yourself, okay, once you get that answer, okay, why? You know, that's observing yourself. So make sure you're meditating. Make sure you're observing yourself. Make sure you're loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take those showers. Take those showers. Love yourself. Clean yourself. Clean your house. Clean everything. Clean whatever. Your car. Everything. Everything that you're riding with. Anything that you can control. Control it to where you are completely happy. Okay. And also believe. Believe. Just keep all the negativity away from you and believe. If you believe yourself like you were a kid, remember whenever you were a kid, if you can believe yourself like whenever you were a kid, you're gonna be straight. You're gonna be really like, imagine a kid just running around and playing and shit. And tell that kid he's been 10. He's probably gonna say, what the fuck has been 10? But tell that kid he's been 10. He's gonna get out his army tricks and he's gonna start being Ben 10. Straight up. That's you. You know what I'm saying? So tell, like, whatever you want, tell yourself. Tell yourself that's what you are and act like that. You have to act like it. You just can't be telling yourself every single day, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, and not be that. You gotta do that. You gotta be that person that you are trying to be. So stay positive. Don't let the bullshit get you. Meditate. Stay away from those negative feelings. So, and that's not staying away from negative bullshit, because it's easy to stay away from negative bullshit and still be a negative person. So stay away from those negative feelings. Look at those negative feelings. Be here. All you have to do is be here in every single moment, because I promise to God, when we die, everything is going to be different. And who's to say if we die that we're going to be able to create reality? Who's to say that if we die, it's going to be worse than what it is right now? We might just be a rock or some shit floating around in space. Who knows? You don't know what's going to happen after you die. But you do know you can control this reality. This might be the only time that you can do whatever you want to do. This, what you see isn't all that there is. There is way more. And we can talk about that in another video, because this one's getting kind of long. But I'll put it in the descriptions, some easy steps to just remember throughout the day, so you can hack this shit. Like this reality can be whatever you want it to be. And as soon as everybody as a whole comes to that mindset, we will be able to fly. Like we will be able to, like, go into our dreams and come out of another universe. Like there's so much shit about that. Like it's all there. We have all the information. But instead we're worrying about fucking Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They're okay. They're okay for us to worry about the Epstein files. As long as we are not tapping in with our higher selves and warping this reality, they don't give a fuck, bro. I promise you, they don't give a fuck. They are not scared. Trump isn't in power. You know, the Rockefellers aren't in power. None of them niggas are in power. Like, focus on yourself. Stop focusing on everything else, bro. But I'm gonna say, love yourself, love your reflection, and peace. Be in the middle.